Welcome to the Fit 15 podcast show, where you'll find health and fitness inspiration, motivation, and information shared in 15-minute episodes. Tune in while getting a move on to make leading and enjoying the benefits of a healthy lifestyle almost too easy. It's the Fit 15. And now your host, Catherine Basu.
Welcome to the Fit 15 podcast show. I'm your host, Catherine Basu, and today on the Fit 15, I have the honor of talking with Chuck McCarthy, who is the People Walker. I'm going to share a little bit more about the People Walker, the company with you, and Chuck himself. But before I do, I want you to get up and get moving because Chuck usually charges for walks. So if you can join us and walk with us today, you are going to save money, or at least get your first free walk with Chuck in right now. So get up and get moving, take advantage of that. What is the People Walker? In case you have not heard about it before, it is all about creating momentum in people's lives through movement and connection. The People Walker is a company that connects people looking to go on a walk with walking partners. The People Walker was started because Chuck and his co-founder thought there might be people out there like them. People who needed motivation to leave the house, exercise, or talk to someone else face to face. People who don't want to do it alone but can't always coordinate with friends or family, or people that just want the security of a companion. Chuck and his co-founder, Aryan Sarbaz, believe in using technology to bring people together as opposed to using it to isolate us from each other. So, my guest today is one of the co-founders of the People Walker, Chuck McCarthy. He created the People Walker and is trying to make the world more like the world of movies where everything works out in the end. He's been to 5 continents, seen every episode of Murder, She Wrote, and can tell you anything you need to know about gift making. Chuck, welcome to the Fit 15. I'm so excited to have you as my guest today.
Yeah, thank you. I'm excited to be here or talking to you.
Yeah, I know. I wish we could have met up in person. I have to figure out, there's actually another podcast show done by Charity Miles, which is called The Extra Mile. And I had the founder on. He actually does podcast interviews where he and his guests go for a walk. So I need to get my technology beefed up so I can do that next time.
Yeah, it's a tough thing.
So I read your bio. You call yourself the People Walker. Can you explain more about the People Walker and what it means to be the People Walker?
So the People Walker is now a platform where we connect people with walkers. And basically, I started doing this, and it's essentially meeting up with somebody and walking with them. And basically, we're providing conversation and motivation to get out and walk and get people moving.
Well, I definitely love that. For people that have been tuning into the podcast, that's kind of my premise for the podcast, is just getting people moving while they're listening to their podcast for at least 15 minutes. So you're preaching to the choir with the benefits of it. What got you interested in starting that, just the idea initially?
Well, basically, I was walking more and I looking for something to do to make some extra money. And I thought about doing dog walking because there's a lot of dogs and a lot of dog walkers around here.
Yep.
And but I've never owned a dog in the city, so I've never had to pick up dog poop.
Yep.
Which, I mean, it's like so silly, but I mean, really, like, I feel like that's the big thing you get paid for when you're dog walking. And also,
Yep.
walking like 6 dogs at a time is how you really make money, and I would find that very stressful. So, but I liked the idea of being able to walk outside and, maybe meet new people or whatever. And also in my neighborhood, there was a lot of flyers up for personal trainers looking for clients. So I kind of jokingly started saying, oh, maybe I'll become a people walker. And that's like a good in-between point. And at first it was like, oh, that's kind of funny. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that there were probably people that would really want or need that service, either for safety, or just for the motivation of it. I mean, because, as a personal trainer, I mean, maybe you can agree or disagree with me on this. I feel like the biggest part of being a personal trainer or going to class or having a gym membership is the accountability and motivation that people get out of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, obviously there are like some technique things to consider with specific workouts, but definitely, I find the clients that are the most successful are the ones that, if they're not self-motivated, are doing the most sessions a week, right? Because they're actually having to show up. So
yeah. I mean, it's like, but like technique. I mean, just as far as like, going to a class or having a personal trainer, it's like you can tell yourself, oh, I'm going to do that myself, or you can like read a book on it or go online and look at a video of like how to do push-ups or whatever.
right.
But in general, a lot of us end up doing push-ups for 2 days, and then we're like, oh, I gotta, I'll rest up, and then like, oh, and that resting up day was a good rest up. I need to rest up one more day. And then like the third day, it's like, oh, you know what? I feel pretty good. I think I'm in shape now. And you just kind of give up. And it's the same thing with walking, running, doing almost any of it. It's like, we just need that motivation that you can only really get from other people. I mean, I don't know, if you look at what Fitbit does or any of those kind of devices, they're attempting to replace, that motivation that you get from a class or a personal trainer or, a group of friends kind of motivating you and giving you support. But it doesn't, that's not for everyone either. So,
right.
I don't know. So basically I was like, I looked into it. Walking is super great exercise, and some people might need the motivation, and other people also don't necessarily feel 100% safe walking around by themselves.
Right.
And so those were the two things I was really, believing that somebody would want that.
Hey friends, if you are joining us and only have 15 minutes and need to turn around at the halfway point, that's your reminder. Turn around now. All right, back to Chuck.
Service because of those two things. And so I started doing it.
No, it's awesome. So have you found when you've been out there people walking, have there been people looking more for one of those things or another, or what have been some of the experiences of the people that you've walked so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think people want it for kind of a combination of those things. And then when I started doing it, it kind of came to light that people were also just wanting to be able to talk to somebody too.
Right.
And it's like, which at first I was like, oh, this is like a new thing. And people hear about it and they're like, oh, wow, that's a totally new thing. But, if you really look at it, it's kind of the same relationship as like a bartender or a hairstylist or something. It's somebody outside of your immediate like family or circle of friends, but they're still like somebody you can connect with and talk to about things, but you don't have to worry about necessarily what you talk to them about getting back to your mom or your best friend. Because I don't know, that's important. And I think there've always been mechanisms for that in society, and we don't necessarily have those same mechanisms now.
Sure.
Even to like the point of like religion. I mean, the Catholic Church has confession, which is like kind of the same thing. And I'm not getting like confessions or therapy breakdowns, and nobody's like crying. But it's really important to be able to just talk to somebody and kind of like vent about stuff or just get stuff off your chest sometimes. So yeah, that kind of became another reason why people were wanting to walk.
Yeah, I love that. And that's one of the reasons why I love fitness so much is that I feel like, it can really improve all the other areas of our health because, we can work out in the gym by ourselves all the time and increase our physical fitness, but taking care of our social health and our mental health, can't necessarily be done, by doing that alone, but adding in someone that you're walking with can actually help you improve those other areas of your health while you're working on your physical health. So I think that's definitely nothing to look over. I think there's definitely a benefit there. That's cool. You've been able to
Yeah.
experience that.
Well, I mean, the connection between your physical health and exercising regularly and your mental health and your just general well-being are so intertwined, and it's just so important to to try to treat all of it. And I'm not a doctor or a therapist, but if somebody's out walking and talking and that's a regular thing, I mean, from everything that I've read and what I've experienced myself, that's a positive thing.
Oh, sure. No, for sure.
And
Awesome.
and as far as like what we were talking about before we started recording,
Yeah.
is that what I would like to see, with certain people, certain clients, as far as the people walker goes, is I'd like it to be a first step in the direction of health.
Mm.
So, like if somebody starts walking with me or one of our walkers, and then 6 months later they're feeling a lot better and they want to like take it to the next level,
Mm.
like, yeah, I'd love to see somebody like do that and then go, get a personal trainer and then become totally ripped and become the next Spider-Man or something.
I love that. Yeah, no, for
But
sure. Or just, I mean, I know, right? Isn't that a lot of times people feel like they need to be in shape before they go to the gym, which is often why I work with a lot of my clients that it gives them that safe spot. They don't have to go to the gym, but I also have clients that are working with us just because they're so busy, so they can kind of book last minute with their trainer, which
Mhm.
is probably how far in advance do people book with your walkers? I forgot to look that up before we chatted, but it could be good to know for people.
Yeah, well, right now you have to book 16 hours in
Okay,
advance.
not too
Um,
bad though.
but when we have the app out, that time will be significantly cut down. It'll be much more of an on-demand service, so
Awesome.
should
That's
be
super
pretty
cool.
exciting.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's super cool. Yeah, so definitely, relate to wanting the same thing, trying to get people, feeling comfortable and walking is such a great step and I think it can often be underrated. I think that's, why I started the podcast is just this idea of if you can go for even a 15-minute walk, ideally twice a day, because we do want to get people doing the 30 minutes like you guys offer as your
Yeah.
base amount. But people don't realize that just that 15-minute segment can really have a positive impact and provide them with a lot of the benefits, health benefits of getting moving. So definitely a good place to start.
Yeah, one, and like you were saying, I mean, sometimes you feel like you need to get in shape to get in shape. But I mean, just in general, like the first step literally to getting in shape for a lot of people is walking and
Hmm.
doing something that's low impact aerobic to, you know, start increasing their cardio and maybe lose some weight.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know.
Yeah. So you mentioned that you have other walkers now. Do you want to share a little bit about that and where people can find walkers so far and where they might be finding them next?
Yeah, we have a website, and surprise, it's called thepeoplewalker.com. Um, and people can go there and you can search through walkers based on your area. And also, every walker has a bio and a bio video, um, and so you can choose a walker and find a walker that works for your time. We also have a feature where you can just choose your time, and we will find you a walker for that time.
Hmm.
And it's going pretty good, yeah. And we've got a lot of great walkers on board, a lot of people with kind of advanced degrees and skills, and people that speak other languages and things, because we kind of see another advantage of the walking and talking with somebody. Another advantage is information sharing and possibly learning. So we have that, and like I said, we are working on an app that should be done in the next couple of months, and which we'll be rolling out and expanding nationally as fast as we can.
That's super exciting. So we should go to the People Walker website to kind of like stay up to date with all the excitement.
Yeah, definitely check out the website. We also have some information just about, how bad sitting around is for you and how good walking is, and what people should do to
Yeah.
try to feel better.
No, I love that. Well, I'm really excited. Like I said, mentioned earlier, I kind of met you through seeing a little video clip, and I'm like, this is super cool. And what's, you guys are, so I guess for people listening who are not, you guys have started out in the LA area, and so that is close to me. So I'm like, this is cool, and it's right in my backyard.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're in LA. It's the song says nobody walks in LA, but we're trying to change that, and I think it's working.
Yeah. Well, definitely. I walk down here in Hermosa Beach, but maybe LA is we'll have to spread the love to LA, right?
I think a lot more people walk in LA than people think.
Than they let on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, anything else you'd want to share with the listeners, Chuck, before I let you go? Anything else we should know about? Or I know I'll leave links in the show notes to anything else you want to direct people to, but
I don't know. I just walking is great exercise. Walking is always an experience too. It's I don't know. It's just an interesting thing when you get outside of your house. You shed some of your stress just because you're not looking at it, and you can find and see new things. Our mission statement for the company is we want to build positive life momentum through connections and movement. And that's what we're hoping to do. And it seems like a lot of people are excited and interested in getting on board with that. So,
yeah. No, I'm definitely excited for you guys, and I love the idea. So have to keep up the great work and all the great walking. Yeah, and thanks for coming on.
Okay, yeah, thank you for having me.
Thanks for listening to the Fit 15. For show notes and more, visit fitarmadillo.com/podcast. See you next time.
Hi friends, it's Catherine. If you are near Hermosa Beach and want to go for a walk today, you can find me out at the Hermosa Beach Farmers Market between 1 and 6 p.m. I will be manning a booth at the farmers market, so I won't be able to walk with you, but I will cheer you on and award you with a sparkly finisher's medal if you complete the 5K distance, whether you want to walk it, run it, jog it, skip it as an adult, or a 1 mile route I have out for the kids. So would love to see you there. This is something I'll also do next month on June 20th, so if you don't make it out today, I would love to see you then. Hope you're having a great day. Keep walking. And if you subscribe to the podcast, which you should, I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.